I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait.
Right, hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK and my name's Kevin, and thank God it's the last day of our 9 to 5 challenge, working Monday to Friday. It was a struggle to get out today. It really was. I looked out the window, it's dark, it's miserable, it's raining, and because of the sort of money I've been earning, well under minimum wage, I just had no motivation to come out. But we're out, 2 minutes to 9 o'clock, getting ready to start my final 9 to 5 shift. Hopefully with the rain it might be a little bit busy, but we saw yesterday you can have a cracking morning and then lose it all in the afternoon. Don't quite know why it was so bad yesterday afternoon. I know I got some lowball offers on jobs. The other thing that impacted the earnings yesterday afternoon was having to run all the way from Cardiff empty in the middle of a rush hour, and that can really kill your hourly rate. Normally, if I'm working 2 till 8, if I get a job at 8 o'clock into Cardiff, it's not a problem. It's 15-20 minutes into Cardiff, 15-20 minutes out, so it's 40 minutes for about £12-13. That's the centre of Newport to the centre of Cardiff, so it's quite a good rate. But during the day it's taking 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get into Cardiff and 55 minutes at rush hour to get out. So that's a 2-hour job for £19. You know, you're not going to make minimum wage and that's the rate, which is why today at 3 o'clock, because Friday traffic is always the worst traffic, at 3 o'clock no more CF postcodes for destinations. So I'll check the destination postcode. If it's a CF, I'll pass it by. So that's it. I've got another minute to go, so I'll get back when I get my first job. Yeah, I just switched on and immediately got a job, but it was for £3.78. I'm going to stick with my minimum fare of £4.50 today. Got to try and get this minimum wage hopefully today. I've not done it in 4 days. I'd like to try and get close to it today. Yeah, another one's just come in for £3.29 on Trip Radar. When it's raining, you get a lot of these £3, £3.50 jobs. It's not worth doing. By the time you've got there, picked up, done the trip, you're working for less than minimum wage. So you've really got to start controlling this now. Well, I've got to start controlling this if I've got any hope of making minimum wage today. Yeah, no good at all. Yeah, another 3.59 jobs just come in, still accepting this request yet. I'm not doing it. I'm not running around for less than minimum wage. The rain does bring out these little jobs, but it's not worth doing. A couple of tasks for today. Got to just top up with fuel so I can find out how much petrol I've used today. I'm down to 1/4 of a tank, so I think I'm probably going to, this week I'm probably going to use between 70 and 75, depending on how busy it is today. And I've also got to go down to jet wash, get the car washed and vacuumed. So those are the 2 tasks for today. Probably won't have to worry too much about the jet wash with the rain, but it is a normal Friday task, just get that dirt off and scrubbing it a little bit cleaner. Okay, first job's just come in. It's 9:10. After turning down those £3 little numbers, I got a £7.50 job from just round the corner at the Mercury Hotel. So let's head off and do that. Okay, that was from a Mercury Hotel down to Celtic Way, because Celtic Way is closed at the entrance at the moment for roadworks. There was a bit of a detour, so that £7.90 job came to £8.70 with the detour. So I'm going to park up fairly close to here because we're down by Duffin. lots of commercial units around here, supermarkets and also housing. So we'll wait 15 minutes down here before we head back into Newport in case there's some work. Right, so we're at the Asda in Dufferin in the car park, just parked up for 15 minutes or so. If nothing happens, we'll head back towards central Newport. We should get something out of here. Quite a busy area. I've been here for about 15 minutes at the Asda car park in Dufferin. Nothing's happening. So I'm going to head back slowly towards central Newport and see if we can pick something up on the way there. Could be a quiet morning. Okay, so we're just coming past Tredegar, and I've got a job from the railway station out to Bristol. £35. It's saying 33 miles the trip, so a little bit low, but it's clearly not going to be the airport. I think this is possibly down to somewhere like Temple Meads or somewhere like that, down into Bristol. I'm going to assume, with the weather the way it is, there's issues at the Severn Tunnel again, which happens a lot in the rain. But it's 2 minutes to 10, or 1 minute to 10 now. I've got £8.70 on the clock. Not good, but I've got this £35 trip to do. So that might be able to help boost it up a little bit. That was a job from Newport Station down to Car Base in Fish Ponds in Bristol, so it wasn't too bad on the mileage. It's not taking too bad at all on time wise, no traffic. So it's 10 past 11. I have £46.06 on the clock. Probably about half an hour before I can get back into Newport. So call that 2.5 hours for £46. So it's okay. Again, that was a driver who had wanted to do Uberr into Bristol because the trains were delayed for flooding at the Severn Tunnel. He'd been sat at Newport Station for half an hour and he gave up and went for the Uberr. But I was the third driver who'd accepted that job. 2 previous drivers had accepted and then cancelled. I get this probably 3, maybe 4 times a day on a regular basis. Riders complaining about cancelled drivers previously to them. It's not good. Something needs to change. Well, anyway, we're back on our way now to Newport. What I'm going to do on the way back is call in and top up with fuel, just in case I get something else taking me out on a distance. So a quick breakdown of that fare to Bristol from the station. Uberr charged the guy 50 quid. I got paid 35, so that's £15 that Uberr kept. But what we've got to remember is the taxman takes 20%. So of that £50, probably about £9 is VAT. So Uberr kept about £6 on that job, and I got 35, and the guy gave me £2 tip. So it's not excessive what Uberr takes, but I still think that if you earn too much, or if you're in a high earning per hour bracket, I do think Uberr tries to squeeze you and sort of throws out lowball offers to you. That's what I think. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, I don't know. Nobody knows. I've just crossed the bridge back into Wales, and I'm down to, well, just under an eighth of a tank. So I'm beginning to get a little bit of range anxiety, even though I'm in a petrol car. So I'm not going to switch the app off. I'm going to keep it on, but I'm not going to take any jobs now. I'm going to head straight down to Sainsbury's, fill her up, and it's kind of a little bit drier, so I may also give the car a wash, a jet wash, while I'm down at Sainsbury's. Okay, so I'm just pulling into Sainsbury's. I've logged off the app. I'm going to spend 10-15 minutes just filling up with fuel, then doing a jet wash, and then a quick vacuum, and then we'll log back on and carry on until lunchtime. And I think I'll take lunch at 1 o'clock. Okay, so I've done the car wash, I've done the vacuuming, I've just been to the little boy's room, just switched on the app, and I've got another £35 job to Bristol. It looks like he's from the station. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, Newport station, probably back down to Bristol Meads for another £35. So let's get up to... I love it when we have really bad rain, because the Severn Tunnel regularly floods and the signals and the points don't work, and when we have real heavy rain there's a lot of work from Newport station into Bristol. So this is my second Bristol job of the day. You know, and as it's 5 to 12, what this means is a 1 o'clock lunch at Mega Services. Again, 4 times this week. I wonder if I can get a discount card. That was a very easy trip to do, just round the back of Temple Meads, so no problem at all. Now I'm on the motorway, heading back. It's 10 to 1. I'm probably going to get back to Mega for between 1:15 and 1:30, and I'll take lunch. I've got £80, 82 on the clock, so not quite as good as yesterday, because we did have that really quiet first hour, but not too bad. Whether it's minimum wage or not, I'm not quite sure yet. We'll find out when we get to Mega. One of the things I noticed on the way down to Bristol is that the M4 going back to Cardiff has a lot of traffic on. It is moving, but it's quite congested, so we'll see how long it takes us to get back. Another thing I've got to remember today is that I'm not doing any Cardiff postcodes, no CF postcodes on destinations after 3 o'clock. I don't want to get caught up in Cardiff traffic like I did yesterday. If you can stick around Newport and Cumbran and that type of area, it's going to be a lot easier and a lot less hassle, and I'm not going to get caught up in traffic. Yeah, we've got the Friday go slow on the M4 now, so I shan't do another Bristol one. If one comes up, I'll ignore it. Otherwise it could take me an hour or two to get back home. The thing is with Uberr is that the rates just don't pay enough to take in traffic. So for instance, that job to Bristol I got paid £35 for, passenger paid £50 for. Now with an area car like Dragon or ABC, from Newport to central Bristol, they charge £70, and you as a driver will get £70, you'll get maybe 15% deducted for commission, but you'll still get about £50, and that extra £15 covers you for an hour's hold up in traffic for getting back with an empty car. Uber's rates don't pay that, so you can't really get yourself stuck into traffic, especially in Bristol, because you're going to run all the way back with an empty car, and the rates aren't covering that. So you have to be a bit selective sometimes, depending on the time of day and the amount of traffic, as to what you do. So here we are back at Mega Services. It's 1:15, and I have a £5 tip from last job, giving me 85.73 on 3 jobs. I've only done 3 jobs today. It was a little bit of a slow start. So let's have a look at what we're doing so far today. 83, 85, let's call it 86, divided by 4.25 hours. Let's do that again. 86 divided by 4.25. So we're currently earning £20.23 an hour. A penny more than yesterday. So the difference is, let's see if we can get some better jobs this afternoon. So I'm almost level pegging on yesterday. Now the difference today is I'm not going to go into Cardiff postcode areas after 3 o'clock. So I'm not going to lose that dead hour, hopefully, that I had yesterday at the end where I did that Cardiff job, and it took me an hour to get back. So that was a dead hour. So hopefully by trying to stay closer to Newport, I'm not going to have that sort of dead time. And hopefully I may make minimum wage today, Friday, the final day. We'll see what happens. We'll see how generous Uberr is. Will I take another Newport to Bristol job if it comes up? I don't think I will. I don't know. It depends on what it's paying. If it's paying over £40, then I might. If it's going to have to be over £50 to go to the airport, well, let's say over £45, I'll go to the airport. Over £40, I'll go to central Bristol. But if it's after 3, I don't know. I won't do it after 4. I might not do it after 3. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it happens. But I'm not going to go down the motorway after break time today. I'm going to go round the new dual carriageway ring road down through Spitty and see if we can pick anything up there, because the M4 is going to start building up on traffic now. But I've got an hour's break, so see you later. Actually, one of the things that's worth talking about today is tips. I have not done a lot in tips at all this week. I've done £8 in tips all week. Now normally I'd do about £35 in tips. So I think because it's during the day, a lot of my customers, a lot of the riders are on business accounts. You know, they're using Uberr accounts are linked to business credit cards and business accounts, and so they can't leave tips. Understandable. But when I work sort of later afternoon and early evening, a lot of those people, a lot of riders are some more personal travellers. And commuters going home, or they're going out for a night, or do something like that, and they're much more likely to leave tips. It might only be £1, might only be £2, but it all helps. And normally on an average week I'll do about £35 in tips, but this week very poor, £8, and 7 of that came in today. Okay, so that's it. It's 2:15. Time to start my afternoon shift. Mega Services is really busy. There's queues going all the way down into the services, almost from the motorway junction. M4 is getting real busy. Not quite sure why. It's not particularly forecast great weather, so I don't think them holiday makers. But I've just switched on the app. I'm going to go down via Spitty, not down via the Cauldron. And let's see if we can pick up some work and try and beat that minimum wage on our last day of action. And also today, when I stop, I'll do that full workout, because these have only been sort of ballpark figures. I'll do a full workout of what our hourly rate has been this week on more accurate costs. So let's get started. Yeah, we've got our first job. It's about 4.5 miles away down this main drag at the Spitty Retail Park. So it's only going to take about 8 minutes, because it's 50 mile an hour all the way there, near enough. So £8.80. Let's start moving. This is a really good road to really put your foot down. But speed limit, most of the way is 50, then a couple of 40 mile an hour sections. But it's not worth putting your foot down because this is a known hunt for the speed vans. They're always out here, tucked away. So it's never worthwhile putting your foot down because you could easily do 60 or 70 down there without a second thought and without really noticing. So that was a trip from Spitty Retail Park down to Barnardstown, just off Chepstow Road, for £8.80. It's 10 to 3 and we've got 94.57 on the clock. So it's nothing now that's got a CF postcode. I really want to we'll take that £8.10. We'll see if we get that. Yeah, it's not so much a local one, but a fairly close by one from the Potters. So £8.10. Potters is about a mile away, so let's head that way. Right, that was a £8.80 job from Potters up to Lisbury Primary School, dropped off, and I've got a follow-on job from the sports centre, the gym, sorry, at Spitty Retail Park, £6.80 odd. I'm not sure where it's going there. Just got to try and turn around in all of this school traffic. Yeah, I'm picking up at JD Gyms in Spitty Retail Park. Doesn't say where it's going to. Like I said yesterday, this is a problem with the Uber app. After you've accepted the job, you've got no way of checking where it's going to. It just doesn't show anything about your destination. So that was from the gym up to Ringland Way, stroke Cots Hill, and now we've got onto another follow-on job for another £6 from Ringland House. So it's kicking off now, kicking off. Right, so that was down from Ringland House down to Los Iguanas in the centre of Newport. £6 odd, I don't know. Now I've got £5 for job in Mainday, so I presume that's going to come back into the town. I'm keeping to my £4.50 minimum fare strategy. I've had a few £3.50 trips coming through, which I've ignored. Let's just try and keep up this momentum, and hopefully today we may do it. It's 20 to 4. I've got 116 on the clock. An hour and 20 minutes. Can I hit minimum wage? We're going to wait and find out. Okay, that was just a main day across to Barrack Hill for £5. I've just picked up a £12 job going from Stowe Park Circle. It's not going to Cardiff, it is going back to an MP postcode. I have turned down a Bristol job. There was a Bristol job going from the station. Don't know whereabouts Bristol is going, but it was for £41. But at this time of day, it's not worth doing it. It's 4 o'clock. If you say central Bristol, it'll take an hour to get there, and it's going to take an hour and a half to get back. So that job would take 2.5 hours at £8 an hour costs. That's £20 in costs. So you're working 2.5 hours for £21. Doesn't pay. So I'll let that one go past, and I'm just working local Newport now until 5 o'clock. I've got about another hour left to go, so we'll see what we can do. That was the job from Stowe Park Circle out to Cross Keys for £12.90. So a tad low, but not too bad. So it's 25 past 4 now. It's the last 35 minutes. I've set my destination. I've got a £9.80 job just come in. So that's coming from Western Valley Road, Newport. But it should be going back into Newport itself for £9. We've got 133 on the clock. So this will probably be my last one. So you're looking at about 142, 143 in total. So we could be getting close to that magic figure. But let's get this job done and then we can do working out later. Well, despite having my destinations turned on, which is Central Newport, that didn't take me to Central Newport. It took me out to Carleon, so St Cadoc's Hospital. So I've got 4 minutes left on the app. So we may have one more job, if we're lucky, to take me down towards Central Newport. But I only got 4 minutes left. Okay, so that's it, 5 o'clock. I'm in Carleon. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get back to the office. So that's about 20 minutes overtime today. I've got £144.96 on the clock. It's going to be close. So it's going to be really close. But we'll work out the figures as soon as I get back to Lidl's in the centre of Newport. I think it was a good idea to turn down that Bristol job. I'd have been stuck in traffic all the way there and all the way back. It would have taken 2.5 hours to do that job. So had to be harsh today. Didn't take any jobs paying £4.50 or lower. Had to be harsh on which jobs I took, and it may have worked out. We'll see in a few moments. Okay, so that's it. It's 5:15 and I've locked off for the week. It's the end of my week. So how did we do? We'll do today's rough estimates today to see if we did national minimum wage, and afterwards we'll do our weekly totals, which will give a much more accurate measure. So there you go. Finished today on 14496. So let's put it 145. 145 minus 56 costs. That's £89 profit. Divide by 7.25 hours. And we've done £12.27 an hour. So we've smashed minimum wage today. And we've got money to spare for holiday pay and sick pay. Very happy with that. But I did play real tough ball today. Real tough ball. I didn't do any low paid jobs. I kicked out of grass that afternoon Bristol run, which wouldn't have paid. It would have dragged us right down. And there was a few jobs that I passed on because it just wasn't worth doing. But I played it harsh, I played it hard, took no prisoners, and we did national minimum wage and above, £12.27 an hour. Very happy with that. So let's clear that. Let's now sort out our weekly figures. So we've got 66808 on the clock. So let's go 66808. 08. Now my biggest expense is the car. That's £199 for the week. But that includes everything. Maintenance, servicing, plate, all sorts, everything. No more I have to worry about that. I've done, give or take a couple of quid, £85 in petrol. So minus 85. Next biggest expense is car care. So that's jet wash, vacuum, air freshener, and windscreen wash, wiper wash. That works out about £8 a week. Let's go minus 8. Next thing is my mobile data. I've got a £20 a month unlimited data with Asda. That powers my app and also my Spotify and a little bit of YouTube when I'm on my break. That's £20 a month, so that's £5 for this week. And the last thing is my admin for my my badge. So my badge application costs, DBS application, medical and stuff like that. That works out at about £4 a week. So go for -4. So my total pre-tax profit for the week is £367.08. Now my hours, so base is 35 hours, but I've done some overtime, so that's 2.5 hours overtime, so that's 37.5 hours. 37.5 equals, so I've been working average of £9.79 an hour I've earned this week. So a good £2 an hour below minimum wage when you take into account holiday pay and sick pay. But I've been very impressed with today, and I'll be perfectly honest, I thought it'd be a lot less than that. I think if I played hardball every day, I wouldn't be too far off national minimum wage with holiday pay and sick pay. Today's shown it can be done, but you really do have to play hardball in what you accept. But that's it, that's the end of the week. £9.79 an hour. Although today I made over 12 quid an hour. So very happy with today. So that's it, until next time. Happy travels, stay safe, and make a profit, and hopefully more than I did this week. But yeah, until next time, stay safe, and please like, subscribe and share, and drop any comments in below. Do you think I did quite well working 9 to 5, earning £9.78 an hour? That's pre-tax, of course. Did you think I did well today, doing 9 to 5 today, bringing in over £12 an hour after pre-tax, after expenses? I think I did well. But that's it. I've now got to go shopping because I haven't been shopping this week. Let's head down and do my weekly shop.